Hey there, Pisces. How you doing? This is Jamie. Welcome to Soulvine. Decided to do a little bonus read for you to see what is happening right now and how we can support your journey. So let's take a peek at the overall energies, shall we? I hope you've had a supportive weekend. I hope you're feeling good, getting organized for a bit of a break that's coming up. I know sometimes this is not an easy period. My kids are going to be away over Christmas, so that's going to be an interesting one. All right, Pisces, what do we need to know? What do you guys do over the Christmas time? Are you with family, big family, keep it low key, just chill out, go to the cinema? I'd be really interested what you all do because I know it's very different for all of us. All right, coming up, Pisces, we've got 8 of Earth, 7 of Fire, 4 of Air, and Page of Air. Hey, Clover, come on. So there's something that you seem to be dedicated to, putting some focus on right now regarding your work, it seems, or something that you're just putting effort in. I feel like you're doing something in a way maybe to distract yourself, but at the same time, it's a very relevant energy that's supporting you. So something that you're focusing on that you enjoy perhaps or are curious about, which is great. But I also feel that you're doing that, to distract yourself maybe from something, a certain feeling or situation. Maybe some of you too are just, learning something new, right? Maybe taking on a hobby or a new subject matter that kind of intrigues you a bit. So I really like that for you, Pisces. The 7 of Fire with the 4 of Air too. There's something here that I feel you're putting some firm foundations in boundaries, in your beliefs, in what's going on for you right now. I don't know if you're having these conversations or just showing up in action. Hello, Clover, come here, sweetheart. Say hi. And I'm just feeling with this 7 of Fire energy that's you're standing strong. I feel you're a bit annoyed potentially with someone right now, and I don't know, maybe the way that they're approaching a situation or connecting with you, and you're just kind of standing up right now, feeling strong in who you are, where you're at, what you're doing. And at the same time, I don't think you're really engaging to have any conversations. I think you're just showing through action where you're at. And if any of those conversations come up that maybe like you don't want to deal with it, uncomfortable, or it's frustrating, you're kind of just not really engaging on that level. I think I'm kind of getting a rolling eyeball effect of like just annoyed. But I don't know, I feel you're in a really good place because you might be just turning off, like I said, some conversation, some sound, some connection here right now that you just don't want to engage with. It's not making you feel good. You know, when you're in this space and focusing on something, I've got all your fur, Clover, that you feel good, right? Doing this work. You also know that at times you have to kind of let people know where you're at, or just keep doing what you're doing, and people become very clear where you're at. And at the same time, I think you're shutting down in a little way that's supportive for you, just engaging where it's just not necessary or it's not supportive. For some of you too, you might be putting a lot of pressure on yourself on where you should be at, what you should have accomplished this year, going into 2024, because maybe this year was hard, or this year, you didn't accomplish what you wanted to. But I do feel here that it's an okay time to kind of slow down because it's still bustling. There's still a lot of things, energy, connections that are still happening strongly throughout December. But maybe this is also an opportunity just to self-reflect and really see how you feel, where you're at, what you're doing, and who you want to do things with. Because with the Page of Air too, I'm just getting this little sense that you need some time out here, Pisces, because again, I'm just feeling this little bit of tension. I'm not sure exactly what this is, what situation you're dealing with, or who you're dealing with, but I'm just getting there's some sense here that you kind of need or want to do things in a way that feels supportive. And right now, I think whatever information you're receiving, conversations that you may be having, I just think you're on a different level or a different energy. You know, everyone has kind of their timelines and the type of energy that they bring. And I just think right now, like you're leveling up, and anything that's coming in that's uncomfortable in a way that you don't want to participate, I think you're kind of making that very clear. You're really assessing how people are approaching things, situations, and I kind of feel blasé about it. Like, respectfully, it's kind of like you don't give a shit really what people are saying unless it's got some substance or like adding value. You're just not up for this, you know, fluffy conversation or things like that. I think you're going in, you want to go deeper. You want to do things with more meaning. And I think you're really paying attention to all that as you're working through your own thing right now. Because I do feel that there's some real reflection on a lot of just areas of your life. And like I said, where you want to be. But let's have a look a little bit deeper and see where this takes us. All right, Pisces. And this is where I feel with the Two of Swords, you are making, you know, there is some form of distraction with this Eight of Earth. It's a positive distraction, but I also feel you may not be wanting to really pay attention to a certain situation because, like I said, it's just like you just can't be bothered right now. It's not the energy you want to be putting into things or a situation. You've got the Lovers with the Queen of Wands. So I feel like you're really waiting for someone to show up, if anything, with this Lover's energy and Queen of Wands. You want someone to meet you at your level. You want someone to meet you who's got the same passionate pursuit in life, who's got the same, you know, just gets you, understands you, and vice versa. Because I think how you show up, you're a person who goes all in, you know, when it's the right thing, the right energy. But something here's not supportive, and I think you're really standing your ground firm here of like, you've kind of had enough with whatever's been going on. And I think, like I said, you're expressing it, but not in a way that's destructive, in a way that is like, you don't like it, tough shit. But again, you're not saying it. It's just you're doing it through action. And I think you're working well to kind of hold back where you might want to kind of unleash a little bit, because I can see you just cutting out communication where it's not necessary, or having conversations that aren't necessary, that you know don't serve anyone. But I can see you looking at a decision, which path, where do I go? Because right now you are at a pretty significant crossroad, but you want, if this situation is going to evolve the way that you desire for something, you want them to come towards you. You want them to show up for you. Eight of Swords. Let's get some more, and then we'll further clarify. Ten of Pentacles, the World. So there may be some connection here that something is with the Ten of Pentacles and the World. There may be potentially around the home space cycling out here. But let's dive in a little bit deeper on what this actually is. What do we need to know? Okay, with the Two of Swords, you've got the Sun energy. So I just feel that you're really, I mean, these are great cards that are coming up. Nine of Cups and Six of Wands. So I think you're very clear on how you want to feel about a situation, what life is meant to feel like, what life's meant to be like. And I think potentially right now, this is what you're trying to understand. You want to do the work that you're going to get the reward and that feeling that comes with it, right? That's really important to you. Like I said, stand in these grounds because, again, you're very clear on how you want to feel and the path that you want to lead with whatever situation this is and whatever choice that you make. I think you're starting to really focus on your happiness right now. And I really like that for you, Pisces, because I think, like anything, we put ourselves out there. We want to make sure everyone's okay. And I think this pause is going to be incredibly important. This pause or this quiet time, whatever that you're taking or disconnecting from a certain situation or person. I think just some things will come to light for you on what really matters for you and what actually makes you feel content and happy. And sometimes it's just not dealing with a person or situation. But what I furthermore like here is that you want to be recognized. You want to feel like that you matter and that people recognize your goals are just important. Your dreams are just important. And for once for people to come towards you or that person or that situation. It's like you've done the work and you keep doing the work that you need to do, but also to you want to attract in these things and actually feel the kind of, it's not the accolade like, oh, you're the best or anything like that, like an ego thing. This is more so like a nurtured. You feel valued, you feel appreciated for what you've done, for who you are and how you show up. I don't know. There's something here. I feel there's another energy around. That's what I was going to say. Because you may be dealing with a King of Pentacles energy. Someone has a strong earth energy. Doesn't necessarily have to be. But when I see this, this is usually someone who's kind of head of the family, the head of like making things happen. People rely on this energy. They're a supportive energy. And I just feel right now, I don't know if they're a bit in their head or you're a bit stuck on what you want to do with this situation or this person. Ten of Pentacles, what do we need to know? Okay, so this is a lot about a connection. There's no doubt here about a connection. Again, I think choosing what that Ten of Pentacles looks like for you. There is something meaningful here, but maybe, like I said, that you guys go a bit on a quiet road, quiet path, because something's unclear, something's uncertain, something doesn't feel right or sit right or whatever's happening there. But as we get to the world energy, I think there's a part of you that's learning a new way to devote your time and energy as you make a decision on what you need to do for you here with this Seven of Cups. I want to get some more on this Ten of Pentacles and the world energy. So let's dive in a little bit more on what this is. I'm going to get another deck. Thank you, Spirit. Let me just check the lighting, see if we can. There we go. So it's not so bright on the cards. All right. Let's get some clarifiers. I just want to get a few more clarifiers just to see what else is going on here. What? Well, we've got Nine of Cups again. That was really interesting. I was going to place this one over here, but let's dive in a little bit more on what we need to know here. And then we've got the Ten of Cups. I mean, there seems to be something strongly that you're devoted for, where you want to grow, that you want to connect into this Ten of Cups. And this is something that you're really assessing here. Tell us more about this Ten of Cups energy and what we need to know. I think you're looking at what your next move is. And what, like I said, what is really going to allow you to feel strong in who you are, in your presence, in what you do. Because if you're around an energy that is draining that, it's going to be very hard to get to the Sun and Nine of Cups. It doesn't, you can spend a lot of time working on yourself, showing up as the best version of yourself. But if you're constantly being met with energetic attacks or draining vampire suckers or just problem after problem after problem that someone presents you, it's going to be, it's not an easy road to keep moving forward the way that you desire and the way that you want. So I can see here there's some assessment of what does that look like for you. And it's interesting because the world's in this one's hand and then you've got the world energy as well. So there's something here about some cycle maybe you're paying attention to, some situation you're paying attention to, and what is worth the energy. And maybe two of wands can be about procrastination as well, deciding factor. There's a lot of decision making here. But let's see where else this takes us. So we've got the Justice energy and the Eight of Cups. Yeah, you, like I said, you want to see in truth someone's actions and how they're going to show up for you. And I can really see that here, because if they're not, it's kind of like, well, what am I hanging in here for? I'm not going to keep hanging in here where someone is not going to show me what I deserve, what, is just standard morals and values, I think, and having your own standards on how you want to be treated and acknowledged and respected. And I think that's just a normal thing to want to have that, right? So there's something here that may be, like I said, in question around a certain situation. And someone here is really paying attention to how they're being treated. And I do feel this is you right now, or how someone's showing up for you, because I think you're ready to kind of move in a new direction. It's messing with you a little bit, you know? And you want to be in a strong, secure place. You want to know that all the effort and energy that you put in is worth it at the end of the day. And then you got the 7 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. Yeah. I don't know if there's just some part of you that is really taking a toll here, Pisces. Clover, come here. Around how they're supporting this. Because there's something here that just seems unhealthy, which is then reflecting on how it's impacting you. So I don't know if you're looking at, again, the effort, someone meeting you at your level when it comes to emotional capacity, you know, both wanting to come from your best self, want to come from a place that's overflowing and that's abundant, right? Here you got someone who's just like doing their own thing, seeing what they can get away with, and how much you're going to take on just is what it feels like here. And I don't like that fella. All right, let's have a look here. What else do we need to know with this world energy? The sun. So whatever's happening is going to be great here, Pisces. We can see this. We've got double sun here. I mean, hello, that's great energy. We've got the 10 of Cups. We've got the 9 of Cups. There's a lot of good greatness happening. Whatever that you're working on, I feel there's something really wonderful happening. The world energy too is a lot of success on the other side. There's a lot of freedom that comes with the world energy of creation. Of putting yourself out there, of really connecting into your mission and your vision for life, and doing something about it. But a part of that comes a new chapter. There are things or lessons or understanding you also need to let go of or embrace as part of that movement forward. It's not doing the same things the same way. There's a new energy that's required, a new way of doing or a new way of being, showing up. And that takes a lot of self-reflection. Sometimes it takes a lot of being uncomfortable and doing things maybe that you never taken that extra step to do. And I'm seeing you put a lot of effort in here for whatever is next for you. And this is going to, you know, this is looking really beautiful. What else do we need to know here? And then we've got the Hermit energy. So I can see there's a lot of decision making that's going on right now. You might be feeling a little bit of a standstill, but at the same time where you're at a standstill or where things are kind of, you're pulling back from right now, at the same time, you're not pulling back from everything. You're pulling back from a certain situation and really focused on your work and effort in your work. And this could be like, just like I said, anything that gets you excited, that gets you curious, that you feel good when you do it, and start seeing the rewards and benefit coming from that. But I also seeing parts of you that is going within as you're kind of nurturing your own path here and really wanting to make a decision that you're 100% sure about. And sometimes you're never going to be 100% sure about, but you know that you've leaned, done enough, showed up enough, and the results or the feedback that you're getting, as in from the universe, the universal feedback. I mean, the feedback could be what someone else is doing, like you're collecting data, as I like to call it, on certain things, and then you start adding it up and assessing how you feel about it and what, you know, kind of like that pros and cons scenario, standards, values, all those things. It's like you're really assessing that right now. But at the same time, I think you're paying attention to it, but you're also trying to refocus your energy here into something. You've got the 8 of Earth twice, you've got the 10 of Pentacles. So there's something you're putting a lot of effort in and can see the success. But I think you're also deciding if there's a certain person or situation that you also want to keep bringing on this journey. Let's get a couple more clarifiers here, and then we'll get some Moonology cards. What else do we need to know? Thank you, Spirit. What else? No, I'm going to get these ones. I'm going to get some Kipper. All right, what else do we need to know here? What's the influence here? Great Fortune and Thief. Super interesting. Who's not showing up here authentically, or who's kind of in the wings? Maybe you feel someone's just taken advantage of you on a financial level. And then you've got Wealthy Man. What else do we need to know? And then you've got mature man. So a lot of masculine energy here. Let's get another one for this thief energy. Okay. So there seems to be someone here in your energy, which this is a third energy that I'm feeling, not this King of Pentacles energy or the actual person that, or this situation that is coming up. There's a third energy here that I feel, Pisces, is that you've had some form of success. Maybe you've been a very strong provider financially, or had, just some great wins on whatever that you've chosen to put forward or accomplish, or maybe that's what's coming through. There's some really grandiose win here. And even amongst that, what I feel is that some way, somehow, I think someone's trying to kind of steal your joy a little bit. And that's what I'm getting from the thief energy. And it's a weird concept, I know. There's just some people that think that what they want, how they want it, is just what they're entitled to. I don't know if this person is younger, has always been given a lot of things, kind of silver spoon fed. And it doesn't mean they were given all the things because they were wealthy. No, it could be just like a parent or someone just always did what they wanted, or always like took care of them. They never had to kind of take care of themselves. Just like, I just feel like silver spoon, like spoon fed kind of energy. And I feel like this person doesn't realize what they're stealing away from the way that they're showing up or the way they're coming into a situation. And it could be related to the person that you're dealing with, but this is another party to this situation. Because with this wealthy man and mature man, what I also feel is happening amongst whatever's happening here, this is like the thorn in the side energy is what I feel. I don't feel it's directly connected to the wealthy man and mature man that potentially could be coming in. This could be the King of Pentacles energy. Makes sense. Wealthy man, someone who's, boss, leader, got their shit together, in a very secure position, who they are in their life. But I can see here, maybe you haven't spoken to this person for some time, who this is, or maybe as you've gone quiet and trying to work through whatever that you're working through, maybe as you kind of change direction, keep putting effort into something, this energy shows up for you, okay? And maybe this is just a new connection with this 10 of Pentacles and 2 of Cups, but you're also going to be very cautious because of the situation that perhaps you've been in over here. At some point in time that someone's just taken advantage of you, right? Advantage of you, advantage of a situation, or got in between something that you were working really hard on. But I can just see in some aspect too, there's something that you're not trusting here, and it's really making you feel massively uncomfortable. It seems around the home space, or seems around a place that is usually feels good, is it abundant in energy. But I'm just getting connected to love too. So for some of you, this is going to be a new energy that comes in. And then for some of you, this is also, again, I'm just getting another energy, like a fourth energy now. So it's interesting because I think you're focused on another energy, or that energy is very tied to you. Not this one, the King of Pentacles. But what I'm also feeling, there's another energy that potentially may be coming through with the effort and work that you're doing, and you may not be seeing it or paying attention to it, and you just may connect or bump into them when you go in a kind of direction that you're recognizing, I need to work more towards my 9 of Cups, because in this decision making process, I'm not feeling good of where I'm at. I want to feel good where I'm at first when I'm making a decision. And I'm hoping this makes sense, because I'm feeling like now there's your energy, an energy that you've been dealing with that I think's been a little bit troublesome, that maybe you stop kind of talking to them, or just kind of cutting them out, or slowly cutting them out. Again, this could be a lover, a family member, a friend, or someone that you're close to. And then I also feel that amongst this, there's another party that is attached to this King of Pentacles energy that is just, like I said, maybe spoon-fed, something of that nature, that I think is just a bit also frustrating. That's another add-on that, while you kind of don't want to deal with, but again, I think has not necessarily stolen material things, but I think they suck a lot of energy or joy out of certain situations. And as you keep pursuing this, even in your kind of caught up in your own thing, you're also in a good space and energy. And when I say caught up in your own thing, is focusing on yourself, cutting out what you don't need to, and going towards this Nine of Cups energy that you really want to. Because the Eight of Cups, you're very clear, something is missing, and you know this. And I think you're still trying to make a decision on what that next step is going to be to get to this Nine of Cups, and why you're in such decision. Because I can see the happiness on the other side. Perhaps there was, a lot of distrust or distrust, or something that's happened here that's just a lot for you. And a part of that being a lot, you want someone who's just got their shit together. And maybe it's not even about someone. It could be just wherever you're going or whoever you're connecting with are just more mature in the way that they handle things, the way that they show up. They can connect on the level that you're at, that you don't have to operate at a lower level just to feel decent. I mean, you shouldn't even have to do that. I don't even know how you could feel decent when you're constantly trying to be someone for someone else who's not even at your level. Like, that's a really hard thing to do when you care about someone. But I can definitely see this happening here. And a lot of, I think, interesting people or a certain person is going to show up here for you, Pisces, that I think you're going to be incredibly excited about. All right, what else do we need to know here for your final message for Pisces? One more. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. We have got hold your vision. Your hard work is paying off. What do you need to release? And look, this is just showing again the importance here of working towards what it is that you see for your life. And I can see that that's what you're focusing and trying to decide upon, trying to work towards. And when I say trying, it's usually doing, but I do feel there's a bit of a distraction in between as you're trying to work on this. Your hard work is paying off. We see this with this Eight of Earth, both sides, and a lot of the sun energy showing up here for you. Something's being lit, a path's being lit, certain things are being healed, and things are opening up. But when we talk about what do you need to release with this world energy, that's very relevant, because a cycle, is there something that's happening or keeps happening that needs to be released? A pattern, a behavior, a person, a way that maybe you do things that aren't working for you. Maybe you notice like, oh yeah, every time I seem to get in this situation, this happens. Oh yeah, every time actually. Like, when you break that down, what is that? What does that look like? And I think the more that you keep moving forward here and focused on something that you're excited about, something you're excited about to learn, something you're excited about to expand and grow, you're seeing these gains financially, as well, I think spiritually and just emotionally. You're starting to feel really good about yourself. But I do feel that you're doing a lot of this on your own. I don't feel you're doing a lot with people, but slowly people are going to show up, or certain people are going to show up on your path that's just going to keep lifting you up and making you feel really good about the path and journey that you're on right now, Pisces. So I'm going to leave that with you, dear ones. I appreciate you being here, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Bye now.